John.
I was kind of shocked. You know, from all the reports you heard, he was closing in on a deal for the last 2 weeks to the Knicks. You know, Steve is one of our comrades here at TNT. I wish him the best. They got a good young team. They do. They got a good young team. Steph Curry's a stud. Klay Thompson's a stud. Draymond Green, Iguodala. You got David Lee. Bogut, when healthy, is a stud. He's walking into a good situation. A lot of pressure, though, because, you know, Mark Jackson had that team on the upswing. You know, he had them on the, I mean, they won 50.
A lot of pressure in either job, right?
Not that Knicks job.
Well, you take that Knicks job.
Yeah, but they know, people know the Knicks
I know
are
they're not great expectations for this.
Yeah, but this team here,
season,
like, you think about this, though, Arnie, like, everybody know the Knicks is a long-term thing. But just say, if he losing the first-round playoffs next year at Golden State, it's going to be a very disappointing year for Steve Kerr. I mean, Mark Jackson has got them, you know, they clearly, regardless of what happened with Mark Jackson, they have higher expectations. And listen, the West is loaded, and it's going to be loaded for the next X amount of years. So I wish Steve the best. Like I say, he's one of our guys, and it's going to be interesting.
And in David Aldridge's report, Steve Kerr talks about talking to Phil Jackson and saying that Phil told him, I think, or Steve said, I think I have to pursue this other opportunity. He said, Phil gave me his blessing and said, go look at it and do what's in your heart. And so what's in his heart is to take the Golden State job.
Question. If Phil Jackson doesn't start this stuff with Steve Kerr as a coach, do the Warriors or the rumors about Lakers, are these teams interested in Steve Kerr?
Well, when one of the greatest minds in basketball want you and want to take you on a date, then you become very attractive. And
What you doing later?
Yeah, nobody's asked me yet.
I'm one of the greatest minds in basketball over here. I'm one of the greatest minds in basketball over here.
Oh, that's okay. But but going back to that, honestly, I think it did make him more attractive, Ernie and Shaq. And to answer your question, yes. I think overall the expectation that now is set in Golden
No, but my
State.
question is, if the Knicks.
No, I don't think it becomes as big as it is. It definitely made him more attractive.
Okay.
And because of one of the greatest minds in basketball says that he wants you, and he wants you to be part of this to help turn around New York. Now, that's the funny scenario is, New York and LA, two teams that still are looking, and they're, in the biggest markets that you can imagine. And, just interested to see what they kind of do now with the obvious choice of Steve Kerr for Phil Jackson not going there. And, no, it didn't surprise me, Ernie, because, like Steve said, all his family, and he's a West Coast guy.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever wanted to see that snow of New York.
I was surprised because, we all asked the question, is Phil going to implement the triangle? So then when Steve Kerr's name came up, we all know that, he played for Phil. He understands. He's also a master of the triangle. So when he took the job, I was very surprised. Now,